Good day, traders. Hope you guys doing well and blessed. Welcome back to the weekly forecast for the TFE FX Presso. With that being said, traders, um, thank you for joining. I really appreciate for everyone joining the stream. Again, I know it is very short notice. For everyone who's watching from the YouTube channel, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and give us some likes. We really appreciate it. And if you want to join the live streams as well, interact with me, ask questions and that, then you're more than welcome to click the link in the description, join the free group, and then from there you get notified on all the live streams that I'll have, and when will I have them, as well as updates and other educations as time goes on. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. What am I thinking is going to happen this week? Do I think it's going to be a buy? Are we going to sell? And lately, I've been really just enjoying gold. For some reason, I've really got a hang on to gold. I don't know why, but I think gold has just become the most easiest thing to trade. It's literally the most easiest thing to trade. So if you want to find the easiest thing to trade, trade gold. But I still do have a heart for US30 because it has maybe a lot of money. But you can't hold on to something that is just because you made a lot of money with it that you like it. You know what I mean? It needs to come down to, is it tradable? Is the market conditions good? And that is important, is that you need to have great market conditions. If you don't have the great market conditions, then it's not tradable. So even if you had past profits from it back many years ago, or months ago, or weeks ago, and the markets are giving you that condition, then it's better to stay away from the market, from that specific market, and move on to a market that is giving you great market structure, great market or price action. So with that being said, straight off, let's get straight into the analysis. First, you guys know I like to start on the monthly. So we don't always have to start on the monthly, right? You don't always have to start on monthly, but just to recap on what I've said 6 days ago on the channel, you know that if we see the previous month bullish, we're looking at the following month, which is this kind of month, to continue bullish. And the momentum is there. It's very simple, traders. This theology, or my concept, my trading concept, right? The trading concept that I have is very simple. Is that if the previous month is bullish, I'm looking at the following month continue bullish. And if it's bearish, I'm looking at the following month continue being bearish. It's the same methodology, right? Then on the weekly time frame, I'm looking at the previous week, looking at how did the previous week close. And then with that information, I can line it up and say, is the monthly lineup bullish? Is the weekly lineup bullish? Is the daily lineup bullish? This gives me great overall direction for the week. And therefore, you can see that since, look at, this is last week's candle. If you go to, and again, I want you guys to hold me accountable. Go to the channel, the TFE FX Espresso, or go in the channel in the free group on Telegram. Go just 6 days ago when I update you guys on when the video was uploaded, right? It's in the community. Go rewatch it, and you'll see exactly what I've said there and how it played out this week. If you just taken the time out and listen and applied and taken action, you could have made some fantastic money. You could have made some profit, at least on the market, with simple forecasting with the TFE Espresso. FX Presso. So with that being said, today's let's use this. What is it? It was it last week. Let's go into this a little bit more so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Start new, right? I used last week's candle or the week before that, which was the 6th of October's candle, the weekly candle. I said, oh, it's a bullish candle. So that means we're going to possibly have a continuation for the week that just passed. And we can see what happened. The market had a bullish momentum. Very simple. And since this is a bullish candle, but however, I want to keep in mind that this weekly candle has a high that comes with a rejection over here. Now, yes, the theology, or basically that the idea, the concept of our trading strategy, our concept is that we use a previous week candle to make a decision whether we're going to buy or selling. Yes, you can see that it's a massive bullish candle. However, it has a rejection on top. So I'm not as fully to say that, look, this week's going to be bullish candle, bullish week. I would say I can expect a pullback, and then we'll try to go higher. Okay, so I do think that what can happen this week is that we get a pullback. So possibly we're gonna see market start retracing down a bit. Okay, and range for some time and then go up again. But it's not gonna be happening like immediately. I'm gonna give you an example. I'll give you guys an example. Let's see, or if I can get an example for you guys. Um, on when we have a massive bullish run and then we reach a high like this. This is a great example. Have a look at this candle. At one point, this was the high, right? At one point, this was the high. At one point, this was the high. Okay, guys, this was the high. At one point, this was the high. You can see we have that same rejection. This was September 2024. It's some time ago, but I mean, there's a rejection. There was once upon a time high. And what happened after that? We had a pullback. A pullback. And then, market range for some time, here for a couple of weeks, and eventually it starts breaking up again. So I want you guys to take the exact same thing. If you can just do this for me, take the bar pattern and look at this as a reference point to what could potentially happen the coming weeks. Okay, so if I just make it a little bigger, so you can see we have the candle and then pullbacks and then go back, continue higher basically. So basically, I'm looking at this candle pulls down for the week. Again, not saying we can't get buys in the week on a daily basis, depending on every daily candle, but we're looking for this to continue going down, and then for the coming weeks, we'll see it continue going up. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. On a daily time frame, remember we're using the previous daily candle to make our decision for the next day. We can see that Friday, being that Friday had a very clear bearish candle, a very clear sell-off. Can we have Monday continue? So Monday first probably pulling up and then selling off. That could be possibly Monday's price action. The market first pulls back, creates a week, and then we start falling off, rolling off, and selling gold. So that is what I'm looking at, guys, is that the coming week for gold to be somewhat where we have a pullback, which leads up for November for the continuation of the buys in November, God willing. But for now, what I'm looking at, and I can see, even if you go on a 4, we can go into the price action here. You can see that beautiful sell-off from the highs on this area, right? And then we could potentially just pull back up and then continue the sells off again. So we want to watch out the price action as the week goes. We have these lows right here as well. Okay, we can watch out for. We have these lows. We can put that in there beautifully. And then we have these lows right at the bottom right here that we can watch out for as well. Okay, so this is the areas I'm gonna watch out for now on the 4-hour time frame. I wouldn't want to do any lower time frame analysis right now because it's not the weekly, it's not a day-to-day thing. It's a weekly analysis. So tomorrow morning when we go live for London session, I'll be able to go into a deeper analysis to see if I'm going to buy or sell the London session, So that's going to be our views. Let's look at US30, just on US30. Go on a monthly time frame. I'm going to do this very quick for you guys. Again, if you guys are enjoying this on who's watching from YouTube, please do give me a like. So I would really appreciate it, guys. And every one of you guys on this YouTube channel, I'm on the stream right now. If you guys can all go to the channel, the YouTube channel where I'm gonna upload this recording, please go subscribe, drop a like, and drop a comment, drop a feedback. I would really, really appreciate it, guys. That's all I ask from you guys is your engagement and support. If you really, really appreciate and you genuinely appreciate, then I will appreciate. But yeah, guys. Again, coming to the monthly time frame on US30, oh, it's messy. Oh, this is what I don't like. But bullish, so it's supposed to continue. It's not really doing anything. It's going up, down. So in between, I'm not really. It's supposed to continue looking for the buys. Ferrari continued holding the buy of weekly buys, but with the rejection on top, not really feeling it. We have a range. So one thing I can see is that we are in a bit of a hiccup right here, and you can see the lows at the same place. It's the same areas as well to watch out for. So we kind of a little bit in on the weekly time frame on a range in a range. You can see it on a daily time frame. The structure is very clear on this end right here and very clear on the highs right here. Now, the one thing I could say is that if I want clear directions for this week coming again and so forth, I would say honestly, if we break above these highs, we're gonna get continuations up for this week. But I don't know. I don't feel good. I honestly don't feel good just selling it. I don't feel good selling it right here. I would just say that for now. These are going to be my two key areas that I'm going to watch out for because since it was Friday was a bullish candle, I mean, I could potentially see that this could move a bit higher. And we haven't yet retested this resistance. So we have tested these here. We can still come test the resistance here. And that's a great area where I can see that Monday we're coming into these highs. And again, tomorrow when the market opens, remember New York session, we are there again, live again. So if everyone is watching from a YouTube channel, if you want to join the live streams, make sure you join the free group in the description. So we're going to be there. We're going to discuss this on the live again for New York session, whether I'm going to buy or sell. We will see this, right? But this is just a weekly understanding that for this coming week on a weekly time frame, I can definitely see that, look, we are in a bit of a range. And for clear structure, man, honestly speaking, I would have to see market break these highs or these lows. Then I'll be able to decide whether we're going to be going higher or lower. But for now, I honestly think market just range here until some news event happens. That's my honest views right now is that we can have market range for some time, and then once it kind of breaks out, then we can see a continuation up. If market breaks down, we can see the market potentially pull all the way into the lows. So for now, I'm gonna work my way in between these ranges for now until we have that momentum again like this, then I can start making decisions to go if I'm going to go, beyond more than the range. For now, let's work in the range, and that's it, guys. So for myself, that's on US30. Let's go quick on NASDAQ. I'm going to call it over there. Then we're done for the weekly live sessions. Again, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do. I would really appreciate it. Please drop a like and drop your feedback in the comments. I would really appreciate it. On Nasdaq monthly quick. Now this is much more beautiful. This is a bit more beautiful. You can see bullish, and it's trying to hold that momentum for the bullish. It's trying to do its thing. However, we are still in this range right here. However, we came to the top. Now we have the bottom as well on a weekly time frame. If you go to the daily time frame, we had weekly bullish, and we have this daily time frame also being bullish. So can we work our way back up again to these highs right here? So tomorrow we'll able to go into this a bit more, but my weekly forecasting is that we can have market continue pushing higher for NASDAQ as well. However, I'm going to trade it in between this range. So I'll use this range as my reference point to where I'll be buying and selling for this week until we break out of it. With that being traders, I hope you guys enjoyed the TFE FX Presso, the FX Presso, where we deciding whether I'm buying or selling. It's your daily caffeine. Well, today we're not getting a day, we're getting a weekly caffeine intake on the market. With you, Minty Shakil Samar, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys on the other side. Cheers, traders. Have a super blessed week and peace, love, happiness. Cheers.